why we are using virtualization? Because it will reduce the hardware requirement. Okay, like let's say I will ask Skrutik, okay, you boot your laptop to Fedora, okay, then he has to install Fedora on his laptop, okay, or else I will ask, okay, you format your laptop with Kali Linux, so all his data will go. Then he has to format all his laptop with Kali Linux. Then Windows Server, multiple things, okay, multiple OS, all that it cannot be satisfied with the physical hardware resources. Okay. So what virtualization will give? It will give you the foundation technology where you will extract the physical hardware. Sorry, is it low? Okay. Okay. So because of that, we will have a abstraction layer, okay, virtualization layer. So that is why we have created in the first class itself, we have done the hypervisor type 1, type 2, all I have explained. Server virtualization, we have done the server virtualization. Now coming back to the desktop virtualization, VDI. Okay. So VDI, so all the banks, wherever you go, they will have a virtual desktop environment. Okay. Like they will not have that access. Okay. They will have a VDI environment. From that they will access their banking software, all the banking system, because it will be completely secured. Like let's say you are working in Bangalore, okay. So what VDI will give? It will give direct access to the desktop which is present in Mumbai. Okay. Once you access that, once you are done with the access, your desktop will get deleted. Okay. Only your data will be present. Only your D drive, E drive data will be present. All the rest of the data, it will get deleted. So that is why it will be very secured. Okay, all the companies, they will give the VDI environment to contractors. Okay, if you are a contractor, they will give, okay, even if they give laptop, they will not give access, complete access. They will ask, okay, you log in into this URL, from there you access all. Okay, it will be like a thin client, or we call it as endpoint. Okay. So this is the desktop virtualization. I will show you that how that architecture will be. Okay. So now we have one more is application virtualization. Okay. So we have let's say you have 10,000 users in your office. Okay. And you don't want to purchase 10,000 licenses to everyone, because at a time only 4,000 people will use the MS Office. Okay. So what you will purchase? You will purchase only 400 licenses. Okay. Then you will run that particular application, okay, with the app V or VMware Thin app or Docker app. Okay. So the users will access that particular application. Okay, only that application. Once they close that, all that application will go. Okay, so it will be not installed on your laptop, okay, or your desktop. You will just get the access. So any application you can do that with the application virtualization. Let's say you have very old application which will be in 2003, okay, and you want to run that in 2012 or 2022, but it is not compatible. So what you are going to do, you will just deploy a application, okay, in AppV or VMware Thin App. Then you will deploy it, okay. So you just double click that and you will be able to access that application virtualization. I will show you that one also, how that will work, okay. Now we have storage virtualization. So this also will show, and network virtualization, then data virtualization. Let's say let's see one by one. Okay. Server virtualization we have already seen. Okay. Desktop virtualization we'll see. Okay. What is desktop virtualization? So VDI is a completely a different environment. Okay. So it is completely a different field itself. Okay. So all for VDI you need to have a GPU cards on the server. Okay. Okay. Let's say so you have your device. Okay. So you have a connection broker, means this will be one gateway, or you can say this is your landing zone. Okay.
Are you showing some?
Yeah, I am sharing it.
Actually, we couldn't see anything. It's only showing the.
What you were able to see?
Web file.
Word file only. This one, right?
Now, it says there is a topic data utilization, type description, key technologies. That is.
Wait. Are you able to see it?
No.
So earlier what you were seeing?
There is that file that's contents only.
This one, right?
Yes.
Now I am sharing this one. Same file only. Okay. So you have connection broker here. Okay. This connection broker, it will give you that connection to the virtualization platform, just like how it was giving you that access. It will give you the access to the virtual desktops, like you have installed your virtual box, right, your VMs in your desktop. Okay, similarly you will have virtual desktops installed in the data center in Mumbai or in that location. Okay, from here only they will be able to access all their infrastructure. That is how it will be designed. Okay, so once you connect to the connection broker, it will give you that access. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, give me 1 minute here, I will be back. Yeah. Sorry guys. Okay, so I am back. Okay, so you will have persistent and non-persistent and then desktop. Okay, as a service. Okay, Airtel will give you this service. Okay, you will have desktop, you pay 1700 or 1800. I don't know whether still they are providing this access. Okay, this is one way, okay, and another way is, okay, I will copy one more image, okay. So you will have all here, okay, all your endpoint devices, okay. You can connect it from any location, okay, via connection broker. You will be connecting. These are all there. Thin client, zero client, origin client. So they will install it and they just double click that particular application. Connection broker will establish the connection server, okay, to the entire infrastructure. Let's say this is your virtual box, okay, bunch of virtual box you are connecting to that. From there you will be able to access all these VMs, okay. So these VMs we will see what those will do one by one, okay. So I don't want to go in detail here, okay. I will just give you the overview here how this will work, okay. Thin client means it will not have all the hardware components, okay. It will be very small. That is why it is called as thin client. I will show you that one also. Thin client.
For this technology, which software we are used to do for this language?
Sorry?
To implement thin client solution, which technology software we are using?
VDI. Okay, I will show you that small. It will be very small, okay. So even banks also uses this, okay. You will not have any hard disk, or even you will not have this specification also very minimal, okay. I will give you the spec also, okay, specification. Okay.
So the server is like Windows or any separate?
No, it will be completely booting through the ESXi only, okay. You will get OS, everything. You will not have even hardware also. Hard drive also you will not have. Okay, you will have only processor here. Okay,
Sorry, your voice breaking.
you will have processor, only processor. Now it's fine.
Yeah.
Is it fine?
Okay, fine.
Okay. So you see this thin client. Okay. You will have only 4 GB or 8 GB processor here, RAM. Okay. Dual core. Then non-removable. You will have default storage. Only 8 GB you will have the storage here. So you will not have any hard drive in this, because you don't want to share any data on the disk, okay. That is why it is very minimal. 8 GB you will have, okay. It is non-removable.
And that data will be stored in the server only.
Yeah, store in the server only, okay. And you will have here 3 display ports. You will have 3 display ports here in this, okay. And then you have 2 USB 3 ports and 2 USB 2 ports, okay. Then you have RJ45 for LAN and SFP fiber, Okay, so you can have wireless also, optional smart card reader. Okay,
Okay.
that's it. So you are,
The is connected to server like remote desktop or how to connect
it will
access
connect like your normal PC. The OS will boot from the server itself. You will have a PXE environment. Okay, so when you start to boot, you will have to have the PXE boot environment, pre-execution boot.
okay.
Okay, so it will get the IP from the DHCP server. Then that DHCP server will load the boot files.
Okay.
Okay, then you will get OS from the remote server. Even the OS also, it will be coming from the remote server only. You see it here. All are like this only. These are all thin clients.
Okay.
You just connect it, and you need to have a DHCP server there, which will act as a PXE server, which
So
will,
when we turn on this ping line, it will automatically boot from server.
yeah, it will get all the files from the DHCP server.
Okay.
Okay, DHCP server should give the IP address, boot file, everything. If there is no DHCP server, then it will not power on.
Oh.
Okay, this is completely critical on the one server.
Okay.
Okay, that is how these thin clients will work.
Okay.
Okay, so you can see in the other diagram. Okay, the user, whether he is having PC or he is having mobile device or thin client. Okay, any device, he will be connecting to your desktop controller here. Okay, once you connect to the access layer, okay, desktop layer, then it will be uh, connected to the complete environment, your infrastructure. Okay, so after that it will authenticate your username and password. This is the identity management. Okay, these are the application which one you have access, that it will provide you that access. That is how the VDI environment will work. Okay, server virtualization, you are aware of the server virtualization.
Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
now we will go with uh, what is the other one, application virtualization. Okay, okay, let's say you want to run one SAP application. Okay,
Okay.
so you don't want to install SAP on everyone's laptop or desktop. Okay, what you will do, you will just install that particular application and you will give that access. Okay, let me give you this. So you are now aware of thin client, right? Without the complete infrastructure, this is useless. Even if you buy in market, you should have all the files. You ensure that It is not a thin client.
Thin client and roaming files roaming profile are separate.
Yeah, that is different. Roaming profile is different. Okay. So if you want to buy thin client, you need to boot it from USB pen drive. Okay. Then you can run through pen drive. Only through pen drive. That's it. Okay. Now you see here. Okay. You have branch office 1 and branch office 2. Okay. They are using the service here, Microsoft application virtualization. Okay. So all your virtualized application are sitting here. Okay. So you will connect to one terminal services. Okay. Via RDP. They will be running the terminal services. Okay. Then you will have the desktop here, Microsoft application virtualization client. From here you will be accessing all your applications. So you are not installing anything here, you will be directly accessing the application here. Okay. So that is application virtualization. That is also one completely different field. Like how you are in server virtualization, you will have app virtualization also. Then you have
For app virtualization, the app license will be separate model or same?
it will be separate, model will be separate. Okay. Then you have storage virtualization. Okay. Okay. You will have hardware, okay, servers. Then you will have virtual volumes. You will have virtual layer. This is where you will have physical disk. Okay. All you will club and you will present it to virtualization layer. Okay. From here you will be able to access these volumes or the storage disk. Okay. I will give you one more example. Okay. So I have Dell, HP and Barracuda hardware, hard disk. Okay. So let's say you have HP hard disk, Dell hard disk and Barracuda hard disk. Okay. So what you are going to do, you will club everything. You will add it into a single volume. So let's say you have 1 TB here, 1 TB, 1 TB. Okay. You will add all these 3 TB and you will present it to virtualization layer or you will virtual box. Okay. So in virtual box you will create a volumes like disk 1, disk 2, disk 3, like how we will create it, right? For VMs. So even though you don't have space, you will allocate the space. You will create a virtual volume and you will present it. Then your VMs will take it. Okay. This is called storage virtualization. So this is the low level. High level it will be done differently. Okay. I will show you one more. Okay. You will get confused if I put it this way.
LVM in Linux are difficult to.
Yeah. So the LVM is different. So we will use LVM also for configuring. Okay. So this is your storage pool. Okay. You have bunch of hard disk. Hard disk 1, hard disk 2, hard disk 3, 4, 5, 10 hard disk you will create it and you will present it to the server. Okay. One server. Okay. Let's say you have 10 TB here. 2 TB for this server, 2 TB for this server, 2 TB for this server. And that 2 TB, it will create VMs on that. So this is all your storage pool. Okay. That is how storage virtualization is done. Okay. So all you need to know is you should be aware of how this will work. Okay. You don't have to know all the details. You should know the underlying technology. Okay, this is how the data will come and data will go. That's it. This is completely a different field. Okay. You don't worry like it is getting complicated. I am not able to understand this. So you will have that doubt. Okay. So all you need to know is how that is going to work. Only that information you should know. Okay. Now we have network virtualization. So earlier we have network switch, firewalls. Most of the things we are having at the physical layer. There was no virtualization concept in network. Now after virtualization, okay, slowly this also got virtualized. Okay, I will put this one also, last one. Okay. Okay. So I got to know about virtualization, all this technology in 2007. Okay. So from 2007 I am aware of the virtualization. This is how the virtualization will work. But actually server virtualization started from 2001. Okay. So when I started there was no network virtualization. We don't have any concept of network virtualization. Slowly in 2012 it started like you can virtualize your network also. You can even virtualize your load balancer, firewall, router, logical switch, everything you can virtualize. Okay.
So without a physical firewall, we can use virtual firewall.
Without physical firewall, yes, you can use it. Okay. But there will be licensing cost for that. Okay. So here the virtualization layer, it was only for CPU, RAM and virtual NIC card. So you know now what is vCPU, VRAM and VNIC. Okay. Yeah, Shrutik or Chandana, you know virtual NIC now? What is virtual NIC? How about you, Shrutik? See, virtual NIC is nothing but your virtual adapter. Like you were connecting it to bridge, right? Bridge connection. host only connection. Yeah, that is a virtual NIC card. Physical NIC card is which is present physically on your laptop. That is called physical NIC. Okay. So they started doing all this firewall, then load balancing, then virtual LANs. VRF, packet forwarding, everything they started from 2012. Okay. Organizations accepted in 2016. Once it is completely stable, then it got accepted through all this logic. Okay. This is what virtualization is at multiple levels. Okay. Let me stop this recording.